First we talked about Muslim world as a general background, and now we come to our home. Now we will talk about Pakistan and feminism. Feminism was brought to Pakistan by Pakistani gender scholars who were in US. It was started as a struggle against patriarchy. If we study the history of feminism itself, you all know it started in US in 60s, and they were a protest movement. They were demanding rights. They were against patriarchy. This was their starting point. So that's why whenever you will talk about any version of feminism, patriarchy will be there. Okay. So there was a struggle against patriarchy, but later turned into a liberal political movement. As I mentioned earlier in some previous module, that they started as a movement for women's rights, but later on they went beyond that. They started questioning rather the state policies, political movement. Pakistani feminists were mostly urban, elite, Western educated women. To pursue their goal and pursue their purposes in Pakistan, they formed a Women Action Forum, WAF in short. This movement got support from women politicians in Pakistan and even religious groups, at least on the issue of violence against women, because this is the problem where nobody disagrees. Religious, irreligious, all groups, political, apolitical, everybody supports that there shouldn't be any kind of domestic or public violence against women. So all these groups supported them up to this point. But secular feminists couldn't get support in separating Islam from social and personal life. They were pressing the state that you should exclude Islam from personal laws and personal affairs, especially those which are about women. At this point, they didn't get any support from any quarter. Members of this movement did not favor, and that's why, because of this program, their movement didn't get favor in their demand to abolish Council for Islamic Ideology. Because you know the history of this council, this is a state institute. It was established to oversee that no law in Pakistan parliament is passed that goes against Islam. That goes, when we say Islam, it means Quran and Sunnah. And we are not talking about sects and firqa bandis, etc. Okay. So they couldn't get support that Council for Islamic Ideology should be abolished and Federal Shariat Court shouldn't be established. So these two demands were not supported. Their main demand was, and even today is, that all laws should be secular, minus religion. They thought the only way to strengthen secular feminism was to join hands with Western. When they got no support in this secularization of laws in Pakistan, what they did? They thought that we should join hands with Western secular movements. Muslim scholars, they were also working on that. I told you that in Pakistan, in many Muslim countries, we have two versions of feminism: Muslim feminism and secular feminism. So Muslim feminists, they were also working parallel to them. So they countered this thinking that no law should be made according to Islam. So they countered this thinking at international and regional level. Their view, through writing and through speaking, their view was that we should talk about women's rights in the bounds of our local culture, religion, and customs. We cannot bypass these things. The rise of such culture-based feminism in Pakistan balanced the effect of secular movement. It means now we do not have a unified form of feminism in Pakistan, and there is no universal form of feminism in the entire world. Same is the case in Pakistan. So it is divided into two groups. One is totally secular, the other is Muslim. The secular feminism could not succeed in Pakistan as much as was expected by its advocates, you can say. But they continued their struggle at micro level. They formed NGOs, and through NGOs they involved themselves in development works, in education, etc., in community services, so that they educate people at micro level. They involve themselves at grassroots level work. Here is a task to understand the ideas discussed in this module. Read material in your reader on these modules. The material is provided to you. After reading material relevant to this module and the other module that is about feminism, give your own opinion, critical opinion, on the gendered discourse of secular feminism.